Hey, welcome back to the Caribou Data Science Channel Google Data Analytics Certification video series. There's a lot of people, for some reason, that think that Excel is the bee's knees, the cat's meow when it comes to data analytics. Well, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. And in this project here, you see exactly one reason why it's not the cat's meow, because it's so limited in the number of rows of data you can import into it. But for you people who keep asking, well, there is a way, as you will see, to use Excel, but only in but not directly. Again, because of the limitation of rows. Am I starting this yet? The way in which you can do it, there's two ways. I'm going to show you one here. And that is use our programming language, import all the data in, convert it into a single data frame, and then do some data munging with the dates, put the dates into a format which R likes to work with, and create a summary table, and then finally export that data frame to an Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so let's take a very quick look here. Load our libraries, of course. This is a new one here. You should already have Read Excel installed. This is a new one here. This is Write Excel. Okay, clean out the environment, load all the 12 data files, monthly files, convert them into a single data frame. Do some quick cleaning of rows and columns, make sure there's no blank rows or columns. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to pull out the year month date. We're going to create a year month date field from the start of that date. We're going to convert the year month date. We're going to convert the start of that into that to actually date time fields. Right now, when you first import them, they're character fields. So we'll convert these use the looper date to convert them into a year, month, day, hour, minute, second format. Then we're going to pull the start and ended hours out. So it'll be 0 to 24 hours. Okay. Then we're going to use the diff time function to calculate the actual trip duration. So this is a started at. The, the units is how we want the data to be the numbers to be calculated by hours, and a separate field by minutes. Then we're going to come down here to the bike rides. We're only going to keep records that where minutes are greater than 0. And finally, we're going to drop any rows or columns any rows that contain NAs, because we know that there are some station IDs and station names missing. Okay, so let's run this and see exactly what happens here. And you're going to see we're actually going to lose quite a minute column, I think maybe over 100,000 columns. So basically, what this final step does with NA, it basically removes about somewhere between 2.5 and 5% of the rows. But I think 2.5 to 5% is probably an acceptable number. Plus, of course, I did discuss this with Marlena, and she approved my decision to exclude the records that are missing station names or station ID, and she also gave me permission to exclude any records where the trip duration is less than or equal to 0. Okay. Okay. So let's just take a quick look at what we got so far. Bike rides 2. Ride ID, type, start date, station name. Similar, we should have membership type, member type. Now, I'll just give you a quick heads up here, okay? Um, All these fields like bike type, even date, station name, and so forth, those are all what's called categorical variables. And what you want to do with categorical variables, you want to count them by category. And then you can plot them. But that's a story for a different day. I just kind of float that by just to give you something to think about, okay? So now we can take a look down here. You can see he went from 3.489 million records down to 33.43 million records, okay? Now we come to the fun stuff, okay? You can see here, we're going to create a new data frame called from bike using the bike one data, rides one data frame called bike rides two. We're going to do a total by year, month, and day, and by hour. The summary is going to be the total number of minutes, the average number of minutes, the median number of minutes, the max number of minutes, the min number of minutes, and the count number of minutes. Now this one here runs pretty fast. Okay, or it should run fast. Okay, and what you can see here, you can insert as many column names as you want here. I tried doing station name, but that takes a bit of a time. So let's come down here and let's do R writable type, because R writable type should have three variables, okay? Let's see how this works. So let's see if we can produce, let's just call this BAKTYPE. See how this works, because we're going to try to have one row for each bike type for each date, okay? So let's see what happens here. If this takes too long, I'll just kill it and move on to the next project, okay? And that's done. Let's take a look at bike types now. So once again, by bike type, let's see what we got here. By bike type, one row for each day, okay, for each bike type, one row for each day. Then we got the summary statistics up there, okay? Now, I'm not really sure how to my sheet equals Iris. Okay, let's see if we can maybe. Well, I'm going to be perfectly honest. That's for the sake of convenience right now. Uh, let's just create two spreadsheets, okay? Bikes, okay? What we can do, what happens if we kept, well, this will probably override. So we're now going to create two data frames, one for the summary data uh, by day and hour, and the next one is going to be by, okay, maybe, okay, it's bike type. Let's run this then. Now I know there's a way to write to different sheets. I have to look into that, but let's take a look over here now. What we got? Bike type. Okay. Now again, I'm not an Excel guy, so I don't know how to do this by I don't know how to do this by category. Perfectly honest. Okay. Um, let's just try this. Can we produce a bike by bike type? You see, we want a total by each. This is for you Excel people out there. Okay, so let's come over here. Can we do an import here? Templates, wizards. So there's our by bike type. So it's up to you folks to figure out how to do a plot by with a total by day for each bike type. Okay, so that's the first one there. Bikes two, and here's your total by day and by hour. So you can come over here and say, let's do a plot of the average number of minutes per day. And let's make this a line plot. Now let's do a plot by the number of rides per day. So there you go. There's two plots. There you go. You got your summary data by day and by hour, and you got a couple plots just to demonstrate what you can do very quickly. Okay, so hopefully you found this helpful and encouraging. Study the video, look how the code is written, and then go back and reproduce the code in R for yourself and create your own summary sticks. So again, this is for you people who have to have Excel. You know, this is only one or two ways I know you can use Excel for this project. One is R, and the other is SQL. Anyway, thanks so much for your time. We'll catch you tomorrow or in a couple of days or so with a slightly different version of this one, probably.